Recording. Okay. So this is part 2 of our social media audits. We have 3 to go through today, and we're going to start off with Mata. So what I'm going to do, and for the ladies who are getting audits, I have a Word document that I'm going to share with you guys all after the training with some notes that I'm going to take as we go through your audit. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And okay, so we've got, okay, so the ladies who are on, and if you aren't getting an audit, I sent all the ladies an email with questions just to say, like, what's your goal with your social media? Who are you trying to attract to get the vibe and the energy? So we know going in what their goals are. So Mata is attracting women who are busy, have an interest in health and fitness, who are looking to find balance between a professional life, their nutrition and fitness is on point, and being mindful of their mental health. The vibe I'm trying to give is fun, casual, personal. I've been where you are. I know how tough it is, kind of relatable vibe. She says, I'm clueless about Facebook. That's where I'm struggling the most. I don't know how to make the best of it or even what works. I've also never done professional photos, so I have no idea how to pose or make a pic look interesting. Okay, so a little backstory for you guys. I've worked with Mata at like I'd say the spring, summer. When was it, Mata? We worked on this a little bit, cleaning this up before, but things can always be better. So let's start off with Instagram. So love your picture. The handle is great. Healthy lifestyle coach. So for everybody watching, and if you don't already know this, I've said this in many places, where you can put your name. These words, keywords, can be searched on Google. So and Mata has in here healthy lifestyle coach. So that really shows us, okay, you know, I'm coming here, I'm expecting to see things about living a healthy lifestyle, and that makes sense. I help women find balance around food and fitness so they can lead a healthier, happier life. That is good. I think that could even be more specific. Like, you mentioned in the notes, Mata, that you want to help like professional women, busy women. So it could even be something like, I help women, busy women, find balance around food and fitness. So a healthier and happier life could even be something that's switched to so they can live a life that's less hectic, or they can live, something like that. So you're really speaking to a busy woman. That's something that maybe we could play around in the bio as you get more specific. But I think it's totally fine for what you have now. And then you have the link that leads to your website, which is amazing. So I think that's great. Love the picture. Everybody, I'm going to say this again, your profile picture on Instagram should be your face, not like a full body. People want to see your face. You only have so much room, and we want to make that connection with your face because it's nice. It makes connection. So something very interesting, I'm just going to read this comment that came up here. Got it. I can totally do that. Okay, perfect. So I find it very interesting how Mata says, I'm not very good at taking pictures and I think my pictures suck. And then I come and I see this and I'm like, wow. Who here is like I'm impressed. Like Jennifer's like, yeah, they look good. I see Krista nodding. So like these are iPhone photos. Or whatever phone you have. Like these are incredible photos. And you're telling me that you don't know how to pose, and now I'm seeing this? Like, girl, I think your feed, you have one of the best feeds I've seen, like of the Facebook audit or the Instagram audits that I've done in this group. Like you have an incredible feed. And what stands out to me is a mixture of your vibe and your energy from your photos. Like you can tell your energy. Like you have this fun kind of like vibe, right? You're smiling, but it's kind of sassy. Like you know how to pose, and the combination of how you edit your photos, like what you're popping the colors and the color scheme, like I would look at this even if I didn't know you and be like, this is a really good feed. This is a really, really, really good feed. Yeah, most are phone photos, you're saying, and I just feel so awkward posing. Same. Like, I think we all, at some point, we feel awkward posing, but your photos don't come across as awkward at all. I think maybe just you feel a little awkward when you're taking photos, but that doesn't come off at all. These look incredible. So your feed looks amazing. Keep doing what you're doing with your feed. And I know we worked together one-on-one a lot with your feed and your Instagram. And that's why I went to it first, because I'm like, I feel like I'm not gonna have much to say like bad about your not bad, but like constructive criticism. You know what I mean? So let's look at your first post, your most recent post. So it's time to slow down. It's a season of giving, so why not take a break? We focus so much on pleasing others. So it's all about taking a break. And then you're using hashtags, which I love. The next one is fitness. Focusing on losing weight is killing your progress. And then the next one is geared towards, oh yeah, this one, you tagged me in this one, finding a diet. So you've got a mixture, which I love, of what you want to cultivate to people, a mixture of, you've got a fitness post, you've got a post about food, and then the first one was more of a mindset. So I know it's like, okay, then how to navigate the holidays. And this one is mindset. So you've got a beautiful mixture of fitness, food, and mindset, which you really want to bring to people, this whole healthy lifestyle, cultivating a healthy lifestyle. The feed is what you're giving off, of what you want to give off in your branding, which I love. Do you feel like, because I'm getting this sense, do you feel like, is there any disconnect for you, Matta, with your Instagram? Do you have struggles with Instagram? I know Facebook was your biggest struggle. So do you have any struggles or questions about your Instagram? Carissa says your feed is great. I'm nervous for my audit because I know it needs someone to work. Well, that's why you did it. So how to get more engagement? So did you watch the engagement training, and what did you get out of it? Because we all always want more engagement. I plan on getting Hashtastic. That will watch it. Yes, I watched it, and that will help you. Hashtastic will help you. So more engagement. It comes down to so many things. I wish I had one answer and said this is how you get more engagement. Showing up consistently, engaging on other people's posts, on other, like being social on social media, other people in your industry. So go look at other wellness coaches. Go look at their stuff, but engage in their stuff. And you know what that does? That allows you to show Instagram that you're engaging with those accounts, and then it looks at your account and you get put in the category as a health and wellness account. So you become suggested when other people are looking at, so go look at people who are steps ahead of you in health and wellness on Instagram, engage with their accounts, and then it's going to tell Instagram that you fall in the same category as them. So you're going to become a suggested account for people who are looking at their accounts. Does this make sense? So I would totally think of like people, for me, for example, would be like, I don't know, because I consider myself a business account, but also like lifestyle, like Amanda Bucci. She's steps ahead of me, so I want to engage with her stuff, and I want to be a suggested account for her people also, because I could totally benefit the people who are looking at her stuff. They could look at my stuff. So go and search people who are similar to you, steps ahead. Go engage. Go also engage with the comments of their stuff. So the people who are engaging on their stuff are your ideal clients, are your ideal followers. Go just see, like research, take like 10 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be a long time. See what people are saying in the industry, see what their ideal clients are saying, and create content based around them. Respond back to their comments or stuff like that. And then also, you've been doing, like, your feed is amazing. There's is there anything that you really want to add to your feed? Like maybe you want to add quotes, maybe you want to add graphics, maybe you want to add more shareable content. And that's just something to think about for everybody, is when it's always just pictures of us, our posts are less likely to get shared because we're less likely to share a post that's a picture of someone else. Does that make sense? Because like, it's my feed. I don't want to put someone else's face on there, even if it's our story, right? But if it's a quote, we're like, oh, I love this quote, I'm going to share this. Or a graphic, oh, I love this graphic, this is cool, I want to share this. So something to think about, and you could even do it in your stories, is creating shareable content. Like there's a quote, or maybe you said something or whatever, and people are like, oh, I love this perspective, and then they share it on their Instagram story, is something that you could do. So if you want to integrate different types of things on your Instagram feed that gets shared, that's going to expose you to more people, and that's really, really powerful. Shareable content like that can be something that definitely helps you. So I think everything for Instagram is really, really good right now. If you want to get more specific, like I know right now, Matta, you're not specifically selling or targeting something. You're not selling a product or a program right now. So if you wanted to get even more specific, you could gear your content to like really busy women, to women who are professionals and balancing all types of things and want the support of health and fitness. You could niche down a little bit more, but for the sake of where you're at, I think keeping your bio is totally fine. But you could, when you get hashtastic, play around with different hashtags or see what comes up, like busy entrepreneur or busy work woman or busy woman, like stuff like that, and see what comes up and see if you get new people following and interacting, and that will definitely help and boost. So you're saying, so you have a Facebook page. I'm going to get to it. And you said, okay, first of all, Jennifer and Carissa, do you think from seeing her feed that it gives off a fun vibe? Yeah. So your goal of the pictures giving off a fun vibe is you're doing that. Casual, relatable, that's in your content. That's amazing. You're saying, so your Facebook, that's where I'm struggling the most. I don't know how to make the best of it or even what works there. Okay. So this is what I want to say to everybody about Facebook business pages. Right now, and I'm saying just right now, currently, and we know how quickly social media likes to change, business pages on Facebook do not get as much visibility as your personal page or Facebook communities. Does this make sense? Just the way the algorithm is, it was like, I think a couple years ago, that Facebook decided to lower the organic reach for business pages. So even if I like your page, I'm less likely to see your business posts just because of the way Facebook works, okay? So you've got 200 and some people who like it. I think it's fabulous. So what this means then for us, if we have business pages and we want to use them, it just means we have to put more effort into it. That means more consistency. That means making more shareable content, more content that gets a lot of engagement. So something that I share with a lot of people is there's like 2 business pages that show up on my feed all the time. And they're 2 local shops, local to Pembroke, Ontario. Okay. And it's because they are constantly posting giveaways and challenges and things that ask you to enter by commenting and sharing. And they're literally asking for engagement, and their posts are showing up high on my feed. So that's why it's really working, because new people are seeing their stuff and they're getting new likes and new followers every day, and they're getting a lot of engagement on their posts because they run challenges a lot that ask for comments. Okay, so if you want to have a thriving business page, you've really got to think about how to get more engagement, asking for engagement, maybe running contests and challenges on that link back to your page, stuff like that. The content like, I mean, your engagement is pretty good, like 18 likes, like stuff like that. So showing up more, being consistent, and doing lives. Maybe you could do lives on your business page. That's something that can run or more engagement, organic engagement on there. Something that I say for everyone to think about is, do you want to create a Facebook community? Because Facebook communities and your personal Facebook just get more engagement. You do not have to have a Facebook group or community. You don't have to. There are very successful people in the industries who don't have them because they don't like them and they don't need to have one. But if you feel like you want to have a strong Facebook presence, a community is more powerful right now than a business page. So, Omena says, I'm working on more lives and videos and IGTV. That's incredible. That's going to help with everything. That's going to help your social media a lot. So a community like Kelly, who's on here right now, just got rid of her community and she's going to be wildly successful. It means nothing if you have one or don't have one, but if you want to have one, it can be a very powerful space. So if you want to be on Facebook, my first suggestion is, again, this is personal. I never tell you what to do, but your public profile is very powerful to sell on. Your public profile is more powerful right now than a business page because everyone's seeing your posts. It's more likely to get seen, to get shown, to show up there. Like you guys see how I show up on Stephanie Schultz. I treat it like it's a website. It's used for my business now, right? So, and that's a personal choice. I was like, it's a personal brand. So I still share like, here's me and Eric, or here we are. But I also sell on my personal page and I'm very happy with that. You guys see how I use my community. Maybe I'll run special free webinars in there and do live streams in there. I share content in there. I sell in there. It's just another platform. If you were to look at my business page, I haven't posted on it. Well, I made a status the other day to actually see if people still see posts. I haven't posted on it in months. And I run a thriving business. Now, I'm not going to get rid of it because who knows when Facebook is going to decide to really push business pages again, right? But right now, what is popular and works on Facebook are our public profiles and groups if we really want to make use of groups. If we don't, then you don't have to. It's not make or break. So my advice to you, if you want to build a business page, is to really think about ways to get people to share it. So new eyes get seen on it, new people like it, and create shareable content, do lives on there, run challenges on there, do giveaways, stuff like that, and put more effort into it to build it up. But I really highly suggest for everyone to turn their public profile into a platform where you sell and talk about what you're talking about on social media. A lot of people tend to be like, I can show up on Instagram and talk about my thing nonstop, but as soon as it comes to Facebook, they're like, who here? I see some people like laughing, right? What is the disconnect? And you can come off mute. Like, what is the disconnect? Anybody? What scares you about Facebook?
I think Instagram, it's like, I think it's just like the way that it's set up. Whereas Facebook, I don't know if it's because like there are more people that I might personally know, whereas Instagram feels more anonymous and it's people that actually want to follow you. And Facebook is just like feels more open. So Instagram, like I just could care less, but Facebook, right. I'm just like, I don't want to get on there.
So here's the question that you could ask yourself. And this is for everybody. Do you desire having a really amazing social media platform beyond Instagram? And do you believe that Facebook could have that power if you turn it into one? Do you believe that the high school people and the people you know are going to be mad if you share your amazing insights about Jennifer, for example, like food and diet culture and stuff like that? Are people going to be mad at you? Are people going to hate you? Or is it more of a fear of, oh, what is she doing? Well, they can go. like over time, if you transition it into like what you've cultivated, and this is for anybody on Instagram, those people naturally just aren't there. They don't like, do they matter in your life? Do they even need to be Facebook friends? That's just a personal question. And it's just one of those things where it's an extension of you, your business, and why not, right? Matta says, for me, it's just so personal. I have people there that I know since high school. So this is mindset. Do you think that I am worried about people on who I used to go to high school with, what they think about what I post on Facebook? No. I think, like, if anything, they've thought, oh, I hate what Steph does, unfriend, or they're the people who are like, wow, can I get some advice? Or like, what are you doing? This is amazing. Like, you know what I mean? So ask yourself, Matta, why, what does it matter if you have people there who you know since high school? What does that matter? Why is that stopping you from sharing what you so effortlessly share on your Instagram? And this is a question for everybody. It's a confidence issue. It's a confidence issue. It's what are people gonna think of me issue. It's, oh, in high school I was like this and people thought of me like this, and all of a sudden now I'm doing this thing and they're gonna think, oh my God, what is she doing? What is she trying to do? Blah, blah, blah. Crazy stories we tell ourselves that aren't even true. So the question to ask is, creating this platform to help people, because that's all what we want to do and share. Is it worth me fearing these 5 high school friends and not doing it? Or am I going to do it because I know there's people on my Facebook, or there will be people on my Facebook who need to hear my message? That's the question. That's the big next level question. I do not, there should not be a worry about what other people think. We're not at that level. We're at a new level. Okay. I want to go back to what was all shared in. So Matta, where am I here? Okay. So I think my advice for you, Matta, is use your personal page to start posting more of what you're already posting on Instagram. Keep this and keep doing what you're doing. I think this profile picture should be a picture of you. That's my tangible feedback for this. And I don't know if it's because I'll like your page now. I don't see a header. Do you have a header for your business profile? You should create a header, a branded header for your business profile, a picture of you and what Matta's Fit Life, that could be the title. Create a header. That's what I would do. And I would start implementing more live video on your business page. Okay, and you answered the question there. So using your profile, I would put the same picture that you have on Instagram here. And then I would get a branded header, something like what I show you guys, like something like this. Well, this is old, this needs to be changed. Or let me just show you guys my business. Do you guys even know I had a business page? Because I don't use it, because it doesn't matter right now. And it's like, the branding is old, and it's called Exogingy. I don't know if it should be called, but right, see, so it has a header. It's the same header I use for my community, right? And see, look, I haven't even posted, but it's so funny because I still get people go find it. I don't know how. The last picture was my wedding, and in July. And then this week I put a status just to see if people would show up, and it reached 395 people, 35 engagements. So I'm like, oh, people still see it, but literally the last post was in August. And I use my personal page. You guys see what I put on my personal page? We're friends on Facebook, and my Facebook community to build my brand on Facebook. And I think this is helpful for everybody who has a business page right now and is not seeing the engagement they want, and it's just because Facebook isn't pushing the business pages. Scary but good. Okay, that sounds good. So I would use those tangible tips. Use your business page because you want to. Cultivate over to your personal page. And if you desire to make a community, then I think, why not? Try it. Try it. And maybe there's something that you could do in your content in general, even Instagram, that maybe is a little more polarizing, that creates more buzz and shareable content where people are like, oh my God, I can't believe she's speaking about it. Remember how I talked about look at what other people do and fill in the gaps, be different than everyone else. So this comes with our personal branding, but also in our messaging. Talk about what you want to talk about, like opinionated, be polarizing. And that's going to be like people who want to hear that are going to be your people. And that's going to create buzz and be like, oh my gosh, can't believe she's saying that. Okay. If there's any questions, and hopefully you can stay on for the entire training. If any other questions come up about this, let me know. Jennifer. Everyone's like, I rarely use Facebook. Okay. So I'm going to make notes to the document after. I find while I'm on the live, I'd rather not make notes. I'd rather talk. So Jennifer, do you want to come on and talk and tell me, and I love your mission, what your mission is on your social media?
So mine, I think I put it in my notes, is like, it is very polarizing because there's a whole diet culture movement, which I'm against, right? But there's this whole anti-diet culture, body positive movement that's kind of veering off to this other extreme that's basically saying like, eat whatever you want, don't exercise, don't take care of yourself. And that just annoys the shit out of me because I grew up in diet culture and like I've always struggled with my weight. But the messaging that they're sending is like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't take care of yourself. I know that maybe that's not their full intention, but they come off from women who have restricted themselves. And I can't relate because I've always been a binge eater, overeater. And I don't agree with their messaging that says like, oh, well, if you binge eat, it's because you're dieting. And I'm like, I don't diet and I still binge eat sometimes or still overeat sometimes. So there has to be like this middle ground where we have to meet in the middle and teach people like they can still want to change their bodies, but not seek it from a place of wanting to be worthy. It's like you can change your body from a loving place and like work through all the stuff underneath that's not allowing you to live your happiest, healthiest life. Like that's my mission.
I love this. One, because like I was in the health and fitness industry and like this is very much what I was for. And also I see people in the industry who are like anti-diet culture, and then I see like body positive, but I've never seen someone actually state, and it's, let me share, because in your bio, or what it is now, because I was looking at it before, I help women find balanced middle ground between body positivity and diet culture. So I love this, and I love that you're stating this, but I think that we could dive a tiny bit deeper. Like so I looked at it, I was already making notes of saying like, and we don't have to go by this and we don't have to figure it out on this call today, but we can play with it, is like, I help women build a body they love without extreme dieting. Or things like, I help women reach their goals, their body goals, while finding the balance between body positivity and diet culture, right? Because in yours, you say like, I'm helping you find the middle ground, but there's no like end result. So if I find if I find the middle ground between body positivity and diet culture, so what? What does that mean, right? It's always
right.
good to have the result. So you're helping women do this, but what are they getting? They're getting the body they want, the relationship with food that they want, without having to extreme one end or the other.
Yeah,
right?
no, I completely agree. And then I was talking to my friend the other day, and she gave me 2 suggestions too, which were I help women not feel controlled by food, or I'm your personal trainer for your mindset around food and fitness. So I have to like play around. I like the ones you said too. Yeah, I help women not feel controlled by food. And then your personal trainer for mindset around food and fitness.
So so you're coaching women on food, right?
That's the thing. I have like so many areas that I tend to like, I'm like freezing up because I have like, I can talk about the food. I can talk about like wanting to lose weight, but like working on the worthiness issue first. I can talk about finding fun around fitness. Like there's so many areas that I can address that like, I feel like sometimes I jump all over the place. Right now, my thing, I'm doing a workshop next Tuesday and it's all about finding the middle ground in the sense that like, it's the holidays, but it doesn't mean you have to like go crazy and eat everything in sight and start over again on January 1st. And it also
Yeah.
doesn't mean like don't enjoy yourself. It's all about like you can enjoy yourself, but not go crazy either way. So
So
that's kind of,
in
yeah.
your content, you can talk about it all. You can talk the mindset piece related to food. You can talk about working out. Like you can talk about working out in your content. You can talk about all those things in your content because it all relates back to like the messaging, the overall mission and messaging in what you want to talk about. I was just curious if you have, or so do you have current clients or programs, or in the future, if you do, like, are you training people in fitness or it's just helping people with food,
Um,
or both?
it's not like being a personal trainer, but more like teaching them like you can like you don't have to go to the gym and dread going to the gym. Like I love spin class. Like for me that's fun. But I
Okay.
also recognize that like spin isn't gonna like get me the results I want. So I know I have to build in like weight training. So it's like helping them find what works for them and not dreading working out basically. So it's again it goes back to mindset. And then yeah, also the food and like helping them with body image.
I would
And
call you, like, if that part, it's like you're an intuitive fitness
oh, I
coach.
like that. Okay.
So your content, so related to content, still relating like intuitive fitness,
Yeah, I like that. And then like with
working out in a way that feels good for you.
yeah. And back to body image too. I'm not big on like I have stretch marks and rolls, but I'm not like, oh my God, look at my rolls. I have stretch marks. I'm more like I have them and to me they mean nothing. So that's where the body neutrality part comes in, is teaching them to train their minds to get to a place where it's like you don't love it, you don't hate it, it just is there. And like I don't love my rolls, but it doesn't mean I hate myself. So that's what I want to start teaching too. Is like you could not like a part of your body, but it doesn't mean that you hate yourself all the way, you
So
know?
Jennifer, within you talking, I've like literally picked up on like three like titles for content that would be so incredibly powerful and polarizing. Like the fact that you like, and in this industry, it's polarizing. Do you like in this? It's very,
Yes.
there's
Yeah.
people who are gonna be like, I disagree.
I know. And I think that's why I'm afraid to post more because I'm like scared of that. And my life coach was like, what do you care? The people you're trying to please everybody and the people who will like resonate with you will love what you're saying. So don't forget about the people who disagree.
So I once, and this is why I can relate to you so much, is a year and a half ago, maybe, I was connected with somebody who is like very like body positive. And I was like helping out in their in what they did. Anyways, I was a speaker at their event and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden I got a message saying, you are not body positive because you show your body on social media. And I was like, nuh-uh, this is not it. Okay, we don't align with this. This is fine. Goodbye. This does not make sense. Here we go. So a couple months later, made a post saying, I was told I'm not body positive because I show my body. And I said, this is what I think. I can show my body. I cannot show my body. I can show some of my body. And my definition of body positive is my own, like blah, blah, blah. It was very polarizing. And it got a lot of buzz. It got a lot of conversation. And to me, that's more powerful than me not saying that, being afraid to say that because someone's going to disagree. So I think like the things that you said, like, oh, I have whatever roles, but it doesn't mean I hate myself. Like people want to hear you say that. There are women who want to hear leaders in the industry say stuff like that because that's what they're thinking. There are women out there who are sick and tired and confused of body positivity and the diet culture and all this stuff, and you're bridging a gap for them. And you're going to do so powerfully when you say the things on social media like you so effortlessly say on here on Zoom. So what we have to be, and this is why mindset comes into it, and it's like what you said your life coach says, is like, am I going to hold back because I'm afraid someone's going to disagree? Or am I going to say this and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm sharing this? And people be like, wow, I resonate. Wow, thank you.
You're right. I know.
Okay. So the thing that I think is really going to be big for you is starting to really share that those polarizing story post. That's really going to set you apart from other people who are in your industry, because there are people who have the same, like, who agree with you, right? But what's going to make you more you is sharing those stories, those experiences, those thoughts, those things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. I would add to this part, what would you title yourself?
I like what you said about the intuitive fitness and eating or whatever it is that you wrote down. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
like
would call
that.
like intuitive fitness and intuitive food coach, intuitive fitness and intuitive fitness and nutrition coach, something like that.
Okay.
And I would put that in here, and I would take out, I would put Jennifer, and then put like a dash intuitive and whatever coach that you
Okay.
put there. Yeah, that's what I would do. And then we can play around with the bio to make it a little more result oriented. Like, I like that you still have, I like that you say I bridge the gap kind of between body positivity and diet culture, but somehow relate that to a result.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I'm like, I don't know if everyone necessarily knows what that means. So,
Right. So that's why, like, and the ones that you were coming up with and the ones I came with was like people know what extreme dieting is. So I help women build a body without extreme dieting. Okay, yes. When a woman reads that, who extreme diets and is hating it, and says, "Oh, this person can help me get to my goals without it," that makes sense, right? So making it more of like the language that your ideal follower has will be like, okay, yeah, she can help me with where I'm at. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So what else? What did you say? Your vibe polarizing. So we've got to work on being more polarizing. You know, she gets me. I don't want to die. So relatable. So really, with this is polarizing and sharing your story. How often do you share in your feed your story with binge eating?
never. Like,
Okay.
yeah. I think my fitness posts are like me hiding behind what I really, because fitness makes me comfortable to talk about, but I'm not like pushing what I know I could post about more, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
then like with the memes, I've kind of stopped posting those because I don't agree with a lot of what I see. So I know it's time for me to start making my own, because like I want to write the stuff that
Yes.
nobody else is putting out there.
Yes. So I would definitely start making your own quotes and memes and stuff like that, making them your own, like coming from your own like mind. I think that's powerful. And then making them just all look similar. You know what I mean? For your content. I like, if you still like the white and the black or whatever, or you pick a color and every time you do a quote or whatever, it's that. Totally. So I think, like, if you're trying to attract a woman who's struggling with dieting and binge eating or whatever, you've got to talk about it. So, because what are you saying in your fitness posts?
Some of them I've just like, that was a workshop I did, and those were like all the people that came
Well, that's
on the
really cool. So
workshop.
definitely still share stuff like that.
But then some of them are just like, this was the fitness studio owner's birthday, and I was just like wishing her a happy birthday.
Okay. So there needs to be more content where if I'm an ideal follower and I need to hear advice or hear a story or feel related to, and I can go to your content and read something that day and gain knowledge that day, there needs to be more of that.
Right.
Does that
Yeah,
make
I
sense?
agree. No, it does make sense. And I've been holding back. Like I used to, when Instagram years ago, I used to post like up to 4 times a day. And lately I've just like been holding myself back because I'm like, well, I don't know what to say. But I know that's not true. And I have to fill out the form that you gave us with like the topic ideas, because I know that there's plenty of content that I can share that
Yeah.
I'm not sharing.
Yeah, 100%. Because I think once you start doing that, and you can still integrate, like, here I am at my workshop, here I am here, whatever, like that's part of you, that's part of it all. But when you integrate more of like, here was my experience with this, or here are ways that I've learned how to deal with binge eating, or, you know, blah, 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 the quote unquote, what I call informative tip posts,
Mm-hmm.
women are now then going to go to your feed and be like, Jennifer, like, is helping me get through this. Today, when I want to binge, I'm going and I see her post, and I read her post and it helped me. And that's going to separate you from just being whoever on Instagram to you being a leader and an expert in helping women get through this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Where do you think this fear is coming from?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just like me wanting to be like a people pleaser and like feeling like I have to please everybody, which is crazy because there's no way you could please everybody. And that like the fact that like I'm not in like my best shape right now, and like I said, I still struggle with the eating stuff sometimes, but again, like I had a session with my life coach the other day, and she's like, if you were perfect, you wouldn't be relatable. So you need to share that because people can relate. Like I recently gained weight over Thanksgiving, and like, but I'm not going to extremes of dieting in order to get back to where I want to be. I'm just like trying to go back to being as healthy as I can. And I'm like, and people need to remember this too. Is like, they don't need to go to any extreme dieting or anything like that. So I think it's that I'm just like, I feel like I'm like, I can't sell anything if I'm like still working with my own issues, but I know that I'm steps ahead of where I used to be. So
people need to hear a post that says, I gained weight over the holidays, but guess what? I'm not going to do any crazy detox. I'm just going to get back to my routine and it's going to be fine, from a leader. Would you think any less of me if I said, oh my God, this month I made $10,000 less than last month. I can't be a business coach anymore. I can't sell programs anymore. I can't teach. Would you be like, would you think that about me?
no.
It's the same with you. Oh my God, a fitness coach gained 5 pounds, therefore they're discredited. Their programming suck. They're awful. No, sorry. You have to be perfect.
No, you're so right. It's so true.
Right? So it changes the perspective when I like say for you to think of it of me or think of it as someone else. We don't think that. You would be like, Steph, like, it's fine. It's just 1 month. You're amazing. And I think, oh, you're fine. It was one time. It's the holidays. The way you're going about it is amazing. You're still like, you're a human, right? So really digging deep into where the insecurities, and this is for all of us, come from, and how we show up on social media is huge, right? And remembering it always comes back to, am I going to hold back because of this fear? Or am I going to do this because I know that this message is going to help somebody? Okay, that's the biggest thing for everybody with these fears of showing up. I shared in the group, Trisha asked something because she started making polarizing statuses, and she's like, it's getting hate or people don't like it. And I said, the first time I ever talked about money online, the first comment was like a huge message, like bashing me. And I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. And now I don't even give a shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's going to be people always who disagree with everything. And it's just, we can't hide because of it. We can't hide. Okay. So, yeah, the making yourself, I hate the term making, but showing the people on Instagram that you're a leader in what you share. So more informative posts, more stories, more polarizing, like I said. But in terms of like the feed and your pictures, I love. Like, it's bright. It's I think the combination of bright photos, it's you, like your smile, your energy, I can feel it from your posts. And then the mixture of like the quotes and the memes and the things, I think is just a good addition, because this stuff, and if you create your own, it's highly shareable. like people who relate to it would be like, oh my God, look at this, or tag someone. So I think really focusing on integrating those, like this got 93 compared to like, what's your average? Like 50s?
Yeah, like Instagram's 40s, like, yeah.
So, and this got 123, see, right? And like, you could probably see if you have a business profile, like how many shares
Oh
they
yeah.
get.
Yeah,
Or
some of
like,
them, those get a lot of saves and shares, like the quotes and stuff get a lot. Let me see how much that one got.
yeah, so definitely do more of that in all places. Yeah, like, and 23 comments, 94.
Oh
So
wow, that one, this Your Spirit in a Body got 33 forwards and 20 saves.
wow, see? So that's telling Instagram like, oh look, this got a lot too. Yeah. So I think more of that, and that's just going to get shared to more people, and that's why it's doing so well. But the fact too, like you're a coach who's helping women with really deep stuff. So you want to show your personality, and like by coming across your feed, like people feel connected to you, and that's really important too. Like I see her, she's bright, she's approachable. That is huge. So just keep doing that. But then adding in, like I said, you're a leader in this, you're an expert in this, is gonna set you apart.
Okay.
And not you just being another chick who shares her stuff, but like a leader, a coach in this. And
Right.
that I think can be hard sometimes for a lot of us who feel like, oh, I'm not where I want to be in my business, or I don't have enough clients, or I don't have blah, blah, blah. Like you already are the expert because you are.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just saying. Okay. And then I think everyone is kind of in the same spot. You say you don't use your Facebook at all for
No, I'll like
this.
randomly forward. Like I used to use Facebook more, and then Instagram came along, and like I love Instagram, but Facebook, I'll just like not really use it the way. Like, I mean, I posted like that I was like away, but other than
Yeah.
that, I don't really post anything.
So if you don't post anything in general, really, why not use it as another extension to post pretty much the same content you're already posting on Instagram, but just on a different platform?
Yeah, no, you're right. And like using, I mean, I've never used Facebook stories or anything like that, but like I use Instagram story all the time. So yeah.
So I would make a branded cover photo.
Okay.
And you could use it, like doesn't have to be a professional photo, it could be like any photo of you, and I would call it, or like title it, like you could even say like your name, and just say intuitive health and fitness coach, or whatever you want to title yourself. So then when people come to your Facebook, as you start to use it more for your content, they right away will see like, oh, this is Jennifer, this is what she does. It's almost like your bio for your Facebook.
Okay.
And again, you could, if you want to just create your own right now on Canva, if you want to outsource something, whatever's up to you. I think that right away is going to set the tone for like, this is her Facebook. Okay, this is what she's about. This is the content. You know, does it make sense for me to follow? And then, you know, just because you haven't been using it really, like these are October, right? That's right, totally fine. You can literally just take your content of what you put on Instagram and just repurpose it, use it the same on Facebook. I always tell people, don't directly share, don't copy and paste. Facebook doesn't need all the hashtags. Put it on there and see what happens from it. You can even share on your Instagram stories that you have a Facebook profile and you'd love, if you want to be my friend, come on over and be my friend. Okay. Right? You could do that. And then as you dive deeper into Facebook, you can decide on, you know, do you want a business page? Do you want a group? That kind of thing. Like you've got 4,000 and some spaces to fill to your cap of friends. So you can, you know, post in, you know, a good strategy is to join other Facebook groups that are women entrepreneurs, women are Facebook groups that are directed around fitness and intuitive eating, stuff like that. And like not promote yourself, but join the conversation.
Okay.
See what's happening there. join the conversation and let people organically add you as a friend if you comment on stuff and they feel resonated, like, oh, I like what Jennifer said, I'm going to add her as a friend.
Okay.
That's like a really organic, natural way to grow. Yeah, start using it more as what you would post. Your Facebook or your high school friends don't care. They think nothing bad of you. You are incredible. You have an amazing message, and it needs to be, in my opinion, like I feel it in my heart, it needs to be shared more. And you're someone who can share it.
Thank you.
Women, late 20s, late 30s who you're talking to, yes. And you have like all these things that you listed in the questions, like body neutrality, overcoming self-sabotage, helping people find the middle ground, inner child work, helping, like these are such good topics. Like there's not too much. It all relates to what you can be saying under your pillar of your social media. And I'm just going to keep going. Have you used Hashtastic yet?
I haven't yet, but I want to.
So I just am curious of what comes up, and this is slow because I'm on Zoom. So what would be hashtags that you would normally use?
What do I have right now? Hold on. I have like a note on my phone where I have.
I don't even know what's relevant. Body neutral. I have no idea.
I don't think that's even in there. I don't know if I use it. I have hashtag healthy body image. I have PCOS because I have PCOS, but I never talk about it. Healthy is the new skinny because that's my friend's brand, and like I love her and what she promotes. Health coach. Love your body. I made one up called Free Yourself from Body Prison that like nobody uses, but I made it up. Healthy, not skinny. Sorry, I'm going really fast.
No, that's okay. So I just put in 3, and then, so healthy body image, healthy is the new skinny, love your body. And so what's coming up? Mindful eating, wellness that works, plus is equal, love your curbs, binge eating, self-love journey, food freedom. So a lot of like ED ones are coming up, which is what you don't have to use everyone, but it's just like mind, body, and soul, mental well-being, health at every size, all foods fit, ditch the diet. I think this is really going to help you. And that's just from 3 hashtags that I put in. So you could put in a bunch and see what new ones come up. And that's going to help you, I think, with hashtags in general, but new people finding you.
Yeah.
Live life beyond dieting, like stuff like you wouldn't think of, right? And that has life beyond dieting. It's not, is it showing? So this in here too, when you get it, it shows you like how many posts that hashtag has and how many posts usually per day the average it gets. And then the score, which is like the ratio between the posts per day and the post count. So it kind of gives you some information of like, is this overly saturated or still one that's kind of in the middle that you're likely to get shown up in, which is kind of cool. But when you see this, you'll see like when I put these up here in the keywords, and then I ticked off the button, the ladder post, the ladder category, and it categorizes them in small hashtags, medium to large, in terms of like how many posts they get. So that'll be really, really helpful for you.
That looks really helpful. Thank you.
Okay. So do you have any other specific questions? So your content, I feel like, is going to explode once you just decide to explode with it and share your story and become a little bit more of a leader. And playing up with the switching around your bio a little bit, I think more than anything is going to help you direct your content.
Yeah, I agree. Because right now I have it, but I'm kind of like, oh, please don't look at it. Like subconsciously, I'm like, I don't want people to look at it. So I know that's part of the problem.
Confidence, girlfriend. Yes, I know. Confidence in what you have is for everybody. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Carissa. I'm going to get rid of some of these tabs. We've got a million tabs coming up here. Okay, where is Carissa? Carissa. Okay, Instagram. So, Carissa, are you live? Chris's main goal is to start building and growing your personal brand. People, what type of person are you trying to attract? People who need help with mindset, fitness, and nutrition. Also, I'd like to attract people who are already high vibe for potential collaborations. The vibe she wants to give off is happiness, high vibes, positivity. Okay. Hello, Chris. Do you want to talk? Do you want to say, like, expand more on where you're at and what you're trying to cultivate?
Yeah, I'm unmuted. I'm outside, so if it's like windy and annoying, let me know. I have a new
sounds
puppy.
Good so far.
So I'm waiting for her to go to the bathroom. Yeah, so I haven't figured out like what my personal brand is yet. It's still like a work in progress because I feel like what I have to offer, like a lot of people do. So I'm trying to figure out how to make that difference. And yeah, I just want my Instagram to attract people who need help with fitness or nutrition or like just general mindsets.
Do you have a personal health and fitness story?
So I do. So in middle school, at the end of middle school and high school, I suffered from like anorexia and bulimia. And I wouldn't say cured, but when I finally like made a change, I went the opposite end and I went to like binge eating and I gained a bunch of weight, and I actually had someone tell me that I looked pregnant. So I was exercising during my eating disorder, obviously, because I had extreme body image issues. But when someone asked me if I was pregnant, that changed stuff real quick. And I was like, okay, time to work out. Like, I let myself go too far trying to change my mindset from restricting to binge eating. And that's when I started working out. So I've, not including my eating disorder time, I've been in fitness for like 9 years now. I've had my time off the wagon, of course, where I took like a month off to like recover. It was like a little burnt out, but that's kind of how I got into working out. And I actually started with Blogilates. Yeah. So that's actually how I found you.
I know, isn't that crazy? So many people have. So have you shared your story?
So I did on one of my posts, actually. I can't remember what post it was, but I was open, like I suffered from an eating disorder. I went the other end, and that's kind of how I started my journey on fitness and healthy eating.
So you stand out from everyone else, and this is for everybody. We all stand out because of who we are. We stand out because of our personality. We stand out because of our branding. We stand out because of our story. Your story, and when you share it, someone's going to read it and be like, oh my God, I've been through the same, like a similar thing. So the more you share your story, the more you share your perspective on health and fitness, or sharing like how one negative comment changed everything or affected you, and sharing stuff like that, that's super relatable. That's how you become more than just like, oh, just another girl who posts about fitness. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's about sharing the more vulnerable things, right? Which is like, everyone's like, oh, it's vulnerable. But I believe, this is personal, I believe we go through things to be able to teach people how to get through them. They're the problems. Like, I went through everything I went through in my life to be here right now to help people. Like, I just believe it. So that's why I share it. So that's what's going to help you stand out more. So let's just dive into your Instagram. So I would make right away, I would make this health and wellness. Let's change this. Let's make this like something like, so when you start to coach people, is it fitness plans? What is it going to be?
I really want to be like all around. I want to help people with their workouts, kind of learning about intuitive eating and not like restricting themselves, and enjoying life still. Because I don't think that fitness should control anyone's life. Like it's actually a blessing for us to be able to work out and to eat how we want to, and still eat healthy and fuel our bodies correctly. And I want to help people with mindset too, like being positive and living a life of abundance, and just because the negativity affects your body in more ways than just your mind.
Yeah. So this bold part, and when you edit it, it's called I would change this to health and fitness coach right now. Like not right now, but like today. You know you're not coaching yet, you say health and fitness coach or health and fitness expert. I would make it that. Okay. And your bio, I love what you said. You said something like, what did you say? I'd have to like watch this video back. You said so I would make your bio like, I help women get healthy and fit without, or what did you say? You said something about lifestyle and it caught me. I should have been typing it. But can you remember?
I was talking about the fitness and workouts is all
not
about,
consume your life. I help women.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, so I help women, something like I help women get fit and healthy or blah, 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 however you want to say it, without it consuming their life. That, someone to read that and be like, oh my God, I can do this and it not feel consuming, because how many women right now feel consumed by their diets and by their workouts? Right? A lot.
Been there.
So if you can show them I would make it something like, let me help you write this. And I'll fix this up when I share this with you guys. Something like, I help women get fit and healthy without it having to consume their life. I think that's good for now, something along the lines, and you can play with it. But it just, so right now what you have is like just another girl who hangs out on Instagram and shares her, you know what I mean? Like weightlifting, coffee addict, whatever. And I mean that with all the love in the world, like, right?
I know.
Let's make you, so when people come to your account, they're like, she's an expert in this. And just with a new statement that will definitely help you and help people understand what you're all about. So your vibe is like it's not as bright and saturated. It's a little bit, and I'm just saying your vibe, it's not bad. It's like a little more subtle, which I like. Like, you know what I mean?
I am a subtle person. I'm kind of an introvert and I'm quiet and reserved. So that's probably why.
But the colors even, like, you know what I mean? Like the quotes on the subtle pinks, the greens, like it's just, I like that. And you use some kind of filter that's not as bright and poppy. It's like a little more gray, which I like. So I love the feed. So how do you feel, what do you feel like works really well on your Instagram? What do you feel like you have trouble with? Or
so I've been trying to share like more like personal photos. Like I shared the picture of me and my boyfriend from Christmas and like some decorating things, because I don't think I was being like personal enough. It was always just like food or fitness or maybe a selfie, but that was about it. So I have been trying to like incorporate more of that, but I guess I'm just trying to make my feed more like enticing, I guess is the best word.
So I'm seeing a huge difference from here, and I come up here, there's a huge difference. Down here is like a mix match of everything. And when I come up here, I'm like, oh, like before and after, she's about fitness. Okay, I like these quotes. This is cute. Like even like I love what's going on from here down to here. Do you notice the difference? You adding in quotes. I think your photo quality has gotten better. I'm seeing your personality a little bit more. Whereas down here, I don't think you had intentions. This, I think, was even before Confidence to Cash.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's probably why. So I think you're creating this already. And you said you don't know what your brand is. Remember how in the branding one, we're creating our brand? You're currently creating what your brand is going to be like in a couple months from now. You're going to be like, this is the vibe. This is the colors. This is the best way I express myself. Like, you're creating that right now. You've already have done this within this feed. Yay. So I say keep up with these quotes and these, like I like these colors you're using. They fit in with the colors you use of your pictures of you. And I like the mixture of like this cup photo with like this smoothie photo. Like it's really appealing. Like someone could post a smoothie and it like look ugly or drink or whatever, but this looks like, oh, like that's Instagrammable. You know what I mean? Same with the mug. So a combination of like the photos of you, the before and afters, the quotes, and then these ones of like your food, I love. And I think those are like your, I talk about like your 3 to 5 types of content. I think those are yours. So keep cycling through those. What doesn't stand out would be like Happy December. If you were to do that, I would have done it on like one of these colors. So it still kind of fits in with the feed. I like this a lot. I like this. Are you playing around with different types?
Yeah, I was trying to like change the colors just to see like what would look best on my feed, or like I
What
guess
do you
intrigue.
like? If you really want to go for black and white, then do black and white.
I kind of like the colors because, like you said, I did feel like it fit in with my feed really well. And then when I posted the Happy December and the black one, I was like, that's almost too much white, and I didn't really care for it, but I already put it up, so I didn't want to take it back down.
I know these are minor details, you guys, but like the fact that this pink matches this pink really makes me happy right now. You know what I mean? It just creates a cohesive vibe. So I agree. I like the subtle colors too. And you don't have to be like, you don't have to stay with this pink or this green. It could be just all subtle colors, all subtle backgrounds, and it creates the vibe of positivity and happiness that you wanted to give out there. But I'm glad you were experimenting. And I love the photos of you. And is this a speaking video?
Yeah, that was an IGTV attempt.
I won't go on. That's amazing that you're playing around with different stuff now. So the topics in your feed, mindset, you've got a fitness one. So what topics are really in your feed, in your Instagram feed right now?
It mostly is fitness, mindset, and food, except for like the few like personal tidbits on like just talking about me personally. Like I think that one was I like to decorate for all the holidays.
Yeah. So what do you feel like a certain type of post gets more engagement compared to the others?
So on the quotes, I think that gets a lot of like amen or like yes. And I noticed, I think when I keep the caption like short and sweet, more people lean towards that versus when I write like a 2-paragraph long caption.
Yes. Okay. So that's good to know. So quotes always get shareable and like, they're relatable, stuff like that. So I put in the notes, and what we talked about is like more story and also more content, I think, that will help you. So more teaching content. So where it's like, I would go to Carissa's profile because she really talks about like how fitness doesn't have to take over your life. I like her balanced approach to fitness. So talk more about what you said to me in this video, why you're doing this. So there's a difference between, this is just a fitness account, and this is a fitness and health account based around balance, based around it doesn't have to consume your life, based around, what was it that I wrote up here? Yeah, not consuming your life, like that kind of stuff. So adding that into your content, so you're known for the woman who is teaching women to find health and fitness in a way that balances their life and it's not consuming. So you could talk about how you went from fitness consuming your life to now it's just a part of your life. You could talk about tips for people, like to the woman who, I always like that, to the woman who is obsessed with fitness. Here's how I can help you find balance. Stuff like that. So you become known as someone who talks about fitness in this way, as opposed to someone else who might talk about fitness, but talk about, I don't know, strength training and macros, right? That's what sets you apart in the industry. The big fitness industry, you're in this bubble and this niche. So really show your content, your messaging geared towards that. Does that make sense? So more content like that, more sharing, like I said, your story. That's why I asked, well, what's your story? Then I learned so much about you. This is why you're doing this. Share your story. There's so many women who are in your place right now, looking for the answer, looking for you to share their story and share how you got out of it. So in terms of your pictures, I love I think like what we talked about to like do more of these ones, and the black and white was good for trying. A mixture of what you're doing, the story, the more informative stuff, and the personal stuff. That's from content, right? How to create a nice, beautiful personal brand. I get to know you, I learn from you, and shareable content. But I really just think more story, more focus on your personal perspective in fitness / health / food, and that sets you apart from other profiles, because that was your biggest thing. Well, what sets me apart? So what sets you apart is your opinion about fitness, your opinion and perspective, your opinion on XYZ. You know, even you can even be polarizing in like, this is why I don't like macros, or this is why I don't like counting calories, or this is why I do things the way I do things, or this, you know, that type of stuff. Is this helping?
Yes.
Any questions coming up so far?
No, I heard what you said. I've been trying to like think of like posts that like are more informative, like this is how to balance your workouts with your personal life and stuff, and I've just been like slacking on actually like creating like the wording and like a post to go with it, but it's on my to-do list soon.
Okay. Did you just create a business? Is this new? A Facebook?
No, it's not.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, that's okay. You just haven't been using it?
It is newer, I should say. I didn't like just make it yesterday, but yeah, I've like maybe posted like 3 times in it.
Well, that's amazing. Okay. So I would say while you have it, start using it consistently like you use your Instagram. And I would, if you want to like update to a newer picture or whatever here, and if you want to, I think this is cute, but I think it could be better. Like you could put a picture of you in there or something like that for your header. And so I really just think you know this for your business profile is just be more consistent. Like post every day or a couple times a day. Tell people on your Instagram story to go follow and like your page, like share it. And then I don't think, what are your thoughts on using your personal page? Yeah.
I'm
Like,
not excited about it. It's not like, for me, it's not like, oh, I'm worried that that person I went to from high school is gonna unfriend me, because I really don't give a crap, to be blunt. But it's more like, I love my boyfriend's family, but they're a little like judgy, and they're not really people that I can just be like, well, bye, you know, you don't belong in my life then, because I kind of have to keep them there. So it just, I don't know, that's what holds me back, is they're all very judgmental, and it is a confidence issue, so I just need to like break through that.
so your family needs to be in your life. Does your family need to be in your Facebook?
No, I could probably delete that.
So between us all and everybody, I have removed all of Eric's family from my Facebook. And we still have a great relationship. Right? Because for many reasons, one, I don't use my Facebook to talk to family. So they don't need to be there. 2, sometimes our family members don't understand what we're doing on the internet, and we post something and they're going to make a weird comment, and it's like, that doesn't need to be there. Right? So sometimes if there's a disconnect with having certain family members on your Facebook, all it takes is a conversation of saying, I'm now using my Facebook page for my business, and I'm actually not using it to communicate with family. So if you notice that I have different content on there, that's why. And if you don't want to be part of it, then we don't need to be Facebook friends, but you know, we're still like family and I love you. You know what I mean? That's all it has to be. It's nothing crazy weird, right? So that's just a piece of advice that has worked for me. And I think if you want to use it as another extension, a way for you to share your message, I think it's powerful. I know it's powerful. over time, the more we share about a certain thing, just like when we started our Instagram from 0 people, it's going to grow to friends on Facebook who want to be, led by you, who want to consume your content. So just experiment now with posting the kind of posts you put on Instagram, on Facebook, and see how that feels to build up the confidence. That's my advice for you.
Okay.
How does that feel?
That feels good. I can test the waters.
You can test. So I guarantee there are women who are in my mastermind. I forget, I think it's a couple of women in the mastermind at the same time who are like, I don't use personal Facebook. I can't, I'm not going to do it. And then I say, just try 1 post, 2 posts. Now, every day I see a post from them on their personal Facebook because they're like, oh, this was so easy. This isn't so bad. So it usually takes the one little baby step of like, okay, I'm just going to do it. And then we realize it's not so bad. And then we're actually surprised by the love and encouragement we're getting from people. And then we're motivated to show up more. Like if I'm your friend on Facebook and I see a post, I'm going to go love on it because I know that you guys want some love on it. You know what I mean? Like there's more people who are going to love your stuff than people take the time who we think are going to hate on it. So yeah. So I think more than anything, it's just you cultivating more of like, how am I different than every other fitness person? And you literally explain that but when I asked what your story was. So share your opinions, share your story more around fitness, and share that also in a way that can help people. And the people who resonate and really feel like they need your message are going to follow and find you, and you're going to be that leader for them. Is that helpful?
Yes.
Is there any other questions right now?
No, I think that's really helpful.
On here? Any questions? Do you feel like a clear direction? Jennifer, I can see saying yes. Carissa, yes. Matt, I already know she said yes. It's probably like midnight where she is. You're insane for being up, but I think you're a badass. More than anything, it's direction. And for both Jennifer and Carissa, it felt like the confidence of really sharing what you want to share. Like you have no issue telling me your polarizing opinions about XYZ. And now it's really just creating that and sharing that online, which is harder. There's a disconnect sometimes, but I really know that people need to hear your message and your perspectives. And creating it from less of like, just kind of like, oh, a profile, to now being like, this is a leader profile. Like I'm here to share content and to teach you how, while still sharing who I am and what I do and sharing your journey, to turning it into like, I'm here to teach you how. That's truly going to set you apart, and the people are going to find you as leaders. Cool? Okay. Anything else today, right now? You guys feeling good? Amazing. I'm glad that we did this when you guys were on, because I wouldn't have been able to hear your confidence issues or hear your story or hear whatever. So I'm so glad that we were able to do this while you guys were on. Oh, Matta says, yes, this was amazing. So good. So good, right? Yes. So, yeah. Okay. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow as the Q&A call inside the group. And if you need anything inside the group, ask the questions. You're so welcome. I hope this helped, and I can't wait to see you guys post more. That's really going to help you share your message and reach your people. Okay? Have a good rest of your Saturday. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys online. Okay? Bye.